So at Stratfor, we start every Friday by looking at what happened the week before and what's happening the week ahead. This is how we orient ourselves, this is how we plan out our monitoring, and this is how we build out our forecasting. So I'm going to do a quick rundown of what I think the 4 main things you should be watching for next week will be. So China's Party Congress is rapidly approaching. This is important. It's a major leadership transition for China, but China's been preparing for it for a long time. Chinese President Xi Jinping is expected to broadly consolidate power, and now it's just a matter of degree. But at the same time, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is facing a challenge. He's called snap elections for October 22nd, and campaigning is going to begin October 10th. The opposition's proven to be a lot more unified than Abe expected, with insurgent Tokyo Governor Yoriko Koike's Hope Party, which is also a conservative party, mounting a pretty effective opposition to Abe. She's made it her goal to unseat Abe from power and to take his ruling party's majority away. That's a long shot, but if she delivers a strong blow against the LDP, that could jeopardize Abe's future, especially as he goes into a leadership transition in 2018. The biggest event of next week is going to come on October 12th, when US President Donald Trump gives his Iran policy speech. He's broadly expected to decertify that the deal is in US national interest. But this doesn't mean a broader pullout, and it doesn't mean the deal is out the window. What this does do is it kicks off a 60-day period during which US Congress can decide whether to reimpose nuclear-related sanctions on Iran. They can also decide whether to reimpose non-nuclear related sanctions. For the Iranian side, what they're likely to do is to start putting more resources into their asymmetric warfare capabilities, including ballistic missile programs and Quds Force. In Europe, Catalonia was clearly the main issue this past week, with a tumultuous referendum grabbing major headlines in the media. Next week, we're going to see the Catalan Parliament convene on Tuesday, after the Spanish Constitutional Court said that they couldn't do so on Monday. The Spanish government is exerting broad pressure on Catalonia to prevent them from declaring independence. This comes in political and economic forms, in an effort to try to deter the Catalan middle class and moderates from pushing for the more extreme measures. So we're watching to see what comes out of that parliamentary meeting on Tuesday. So the last one's a little bit more nebulous. It's been 3 weeks since North Korea has carried out a weapons test, and they're due for another one. Now, they're operating according to a technical timeline, and they've been intentionally unpredictable in the past, so mentioning dates isn't necessarily useful, but I'm going to do that anyway. October 10th has been floated as a potential test date for North Korea, given that it's North Korea's Party Foundation Day. October 15th is another possibility, given that the USS Ronald Reagan will be carrying out military exercises with South Korea around the Korean Peninsula. And then, the other date you should be watching is October 18th, which is the Chinese Party Congress. In the past, North Korea has timed its weapons testing with events in China, including the BRICS Summit and the May Belt and Road Initiative meeting.